this quick!
The Dragon Ball franchise has been going since 1984. In that time, there has been 4 more series and over 100 video games. Not too many of those video games have been RPGs though. Dragon Ball Xenoverse is a third-person RPG fighting game that has you play as a character that you create at the start. You can change your outfit to other things within the Dragon Ball universe that you find along the way. The game is created and developed by Dimps and Bandai Namco Games. You can play the Dragon Ball Xenoverse game on Microsoft Windows, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, Xbox 360, and Xbox One. Dragon Ball Xenoverse is similar to other Dragon Ball games like Attack of the Saiyans, as you can customize your character the way you want to. You are summoned by Trunks through the wish-granting dragon Shenron to go and fix alterations in time. These time changes have been put in by these 2 time-skipping, power-stealing bad guys. You go back through the Dragon Ball timeline, fixing all the changes, whilst trying to figure out who keeps changing time. The controls are easy to use and remember, which helps as the fighting can get very fast-paced and intense. Although the fighting does get very repetitive and monotonous. The sound effects are accurate to the series, but the music at times doesn't suit the mood the game is trying to set. Apart from this game being a very good Dragon Ball game, there are some downsides to it. Like for instance, in some of the cutscenes, the audio didn't match up to the visuals. This may have just been my Xbox, but it is something you may want to consider. Other problems with this game is that the fighting does get repetitive and boring at times, as I said before. On the upside, I like how you can go back and recomplete the story missions again to see if you can get a better ranking. You can also watch the individual cutscenes again, which is a pretty cool feature. Parallel quests are done quite well as well. They go back through the main story of the game, but change some of the things you do, as well as letting you play from the opposite side of the gameplay, by playing as the bad guys in some of the quests. There are 4 DLC packs for this game. They aren't all that exciting, they just add some more characters and moves you can perform, nothing outrageous and groundbreaking. One thing that would be cool would be more parallel quests, or a bit more missions, or something similar to those. The sequel to this game, Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, is out and it is very similar to the original. It follows a very similar story, it even has the same main villain, although it is set in a later time. There is a hero in the second game which you can actually have as your character from the first game, and they're a bit of a story element which is quite cool. They add a few new features to the new game, like local multiplayer. The local multiplayer is quite cool because it means you can play with your friends. So overall they're pretty similar games, but Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 may be just a little bit better, the sound's a little bit better, the gameplay is a little bit better. But overall, both games are quite good. For me, Dragon Ball Xenoverse is a fun, honest Dragon Ball game, which is why I'm giving it a 7 out of 10 rating.
I'm bored. Can I end this already?